Right, so in this video I'm gonna reattach the exhaust pipes, working on the right hand side of the motorbike. But first things first, I also attached this one. This is just a plastic cover. Not sure you really need it, but I guess it's supposed to make the engine look a bit more clean from looking from the side of the bike. Yeah, so I had to undo the clutch cable and also open up these clamps so that I can fit this one in. So that might be a good thing to do before you kind of do everything up here with the clutch cable and all that stuff. Going over to the other side. Here I also had the chain, or this drive shaft sprocket cover, I suppose. The one that covers up the chain, what drives the chain. So this is just a plastic piece. It's all this. Hope you can see. One thing to think about regarding attaching this again. It was the same thing in a previous episode where I showed you that you had to make room by doing this all the way in. This is like the adjustment for the brake pedal. Reason being, you have to be able to get the brake pedal really far down in order to, let me see, to reach this one. That's the lower of the three pins for this plastic thing. So yeah, you have to adjust here so you can get the brake pedal down, and then readjust, I suppose, so you will have brakes. So moving on then to the exhaust. As I said, this is like, even though it's a single cylinder, it has two exhaust ports and two carburetors as well. So this is one port there and one on the other side of the frame. I don't know if you can see it. Now, according to the manual, it says you have to remove this one. This is the radiator support. But I can't remember that I've ever removed it when I took off the radiator, so I'm going to try and keep it. So what I need to do, I need to fit this one in the port on that side, and this one needs to go in this port. It will be a bit tricky to fit the exhaust system in between the frame and the shock absorber. But hopefully once I've done it, I have some experience, some learnings that I can share with you. But I'm first, before I start working on the exhaust, I'm also going to try and clean up this, I don't know what it looks like, a snake's den or something. So I'm going to try to use some plastic straps to get those electrical leads out of the way, just to get away a bit from the heat coming from the exhaust system. So yeah, see you in a bit. So having now kind of strapped up all the electrical leads out of the way for the exhaust system, I can now start trying to get it in there. But when securing all the leads, I also discovered one thing, and that was that there was one kind of spare thick lead on this side just hanging, and I realized that that was actually the lead for the coil for the starter engine, starter motor. So I had to kind of reroute that one in back here and in behind the frame, so it now comes out here. So it's going to go down to the positive on the battery. So yeah, just to take care and be mindful to just, you know, take just a second or a third look to see that there's nothing, no lead or anything that you've missed or forgotten about. So I cracked it on how to get the exhaust to fit in between the frame and the shock absorber. So I'm going to try to film this attaching it using only one hand. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try. Hopefully you'll get the idea. You will need to remove this is sort of a heat shield. So you remove that, then you take the exhaust and you put like this towards you like that. So then move this in, you raise this end, and then you kind of like a corkscrew, like that. So you see what I did? I had this one towards me, pushed it in, raised it, and then kind of screwed it in like that. Hopefully you'll make it as well. Yeah, now when attaching the exhaust to the head, you of course will need some new gaskets to go between the head and the exhaust pipe, like that. And this one is going on the other exhaust port. And of course I will be using like some kind of paste on all these joints, just to make sure that they're not leaking. Be back once the exhaust system is back on. So onwards and upwards. It's now time for the silencers mufflers to go on. They are attached in 3 points, attachment points. This one, that one, and this one. This last one is going in behind the passenger foot peg. So you need to remove this one and fit the pin in there. And of course they also have to go on to be attached to the pipes. So there's one pipe and there's the other one. So both mufflers are now back on the bike. So this is me wrapping up this this video. Please join for the next episode where I will be reattaching the radiator again. Well, last but not least, this is a call to action for you. Making these videos is, well, I suppose fun, but it takes a heck of a long time to film everything step by step. I would still be happy to do it if somebody finds the videos useful, but it's not as though I ever expected to be able to, you know, quit my day job and be a YouTuber or anything like that. But yeah, if you find them helpful, please drop me a note in the comment section. Yeah, because as I said, it takes a lot of time. I'll be happy to help, but if nobody's watching, I really got better things to do. And if you're a lazy SOB, you know you can always give me a thumbs up, so at least I know somebody is watching. And of course, constructive criticism is always welcome. If you find me babbling on too much, or if you find me taking too long, or whatever, just let me know. And the same, if there is something I haven't covered which you would like me to go through, also let me know in the comment section. Right, so you know what to do. Cheers, bye.